there, Scorpio. How are you? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of December. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's begin your reading by choosing a tarot deck. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's start. Yeah, let's use this one. Margaret Peterson Tarot. For those of you that care to know, that's the deck that I will be using for your reading, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. All right, let's see. Holy Spirit, we are connecting with the zodiac sign of Scorpio collective. What do we have for them this time around, whenever it is that they find themselves listening to this reading? What is important, what is of significance in their life, in love? Let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. All right, let's see. We have the Two of Pentacles. The number 8 could be of significance. Look, you see that 8 there? And then we see it here in the 8 of Flames. So the month of August could be of significance for many of you. 8 months ago, 8 months from today. Yeah, what I'm getting for many of you is that there's something about 8 months, give or take. Yeah. There's something about 8 years for a very, very, very selective few. I'm getting that for some of you, it's like some sort of anniversary. We have the 9 of Cups, which could certainly be an anniversary. It's a very happy celebratory energy. Okay, I'm getting that for many of you. There is going to be movement that is going to be happening that you guys have been working extremely hard for a long time. You've been waiting for this for a long time, and it's finally gaining momentum. There's a cheetah back here, which I associate with speed. For others of you, there's something about when you were 8 years old, 8 and 9 years old as well, that's like coming through here. We have the Death card. For many of you, this is some sort of like anniversary that is coming up. There's an anniversary that's coming up. For many of you, this is like a cycle, a very long cycle that you've are ending, and you're finally like getting yourself out of a particular energy relationship. For many of you, you are in the position energetically to be able to release this, and I feel like it's really going to bring a lot of positivity into your life. For many of you, this is something that you are starting to feel with this 9 of Cups. Tell me more about this 2 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. There's a major cycle here that is finally coming to a close. This is a very, very good thing, okay? This is a very positive thing, but it was incredibly hard to do. For many of you, it's not necessarily that you didn't want to, but it's just something that, you know, didn't come necessarily like natural to you. For many of you, you've been juggling with the decision of whether to move on from a particular person, relationship. the Two of Pentacles and then the Lovers, and you're finally going to get the go, or whatever's going to be taking place around you, you're going to be able to walk away or move forward, move in a particular direction, and you're going to know that it's time. So it's something that for many of you, this new direction, this new path, this moving away or going towards that you're going to be doing is something that is going to feel right and that you're going to be ready for. I'm getting that for some of you, you were very close. You might have had like a near-death experience, or you could have been struggling with a situation like that where things got really serious. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords. For many of you, maybe this is some sort of illness that you've had, that you've been battling with. I'm getting that for many of you, you didn't really know until it kind of just, I'm hearing unfolded at once. Three of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting that for many of you. For those of you that I'm connecting with, there was like a near-death experience here. Or yeah, you got really close to like death or dying. And for many of you, this could have certainly been because of a sickness. Now for others of you, specifically for those of you that are sick at this time, maybe there's somebody sick in the family. I do see someone recovering and quite quickly. I'm getting that for some of you, this was something like that came back around. Okay, one more card, Holy Spirit. We have, hello, renewal. Yeah, there is somebody here that is going to be healing, guys. This is emotional healing. Yeah, this is emotional healing. For many of you, this is trauma, okay? Healing from trauma, physical, emotional, and I feel like the pain, there's like a trauma here, pain and suffering that was so, I would say severe, that it began to make you sick. I do see you healing from that. For many of you, you got sick after a particular relationship or due to a particular connection, relationship, person that you were involved with romantically. Whatever happened there, I feel like it really brought up a lot of things that you were holding on to, for many of you, like a bit subconsciously. I'm getting that for many of you, a lot of this stuff was like past, it was past lives. It was, you see that is just, it's giving me past life vibes. So for many of you, you have been purging a lot of old residual energies for a long time, guys. I do feel like for many of you, you have not been aware of this. I feel like you are now, but maybe in the beginning of it, you didn't realize it. It's been stretched. It's been a while, guys. It's been years. I do see you healing, being able to release a lot of pent-up energies that were making you sick. I'm hearing that were stuck in your body. There's a lightness that I'm getting. Yeah, because that person is like floating. So there's this lightness, this very big release that is happening. This made you sick. And for others of you, it's very important, okay? This is a timeline. So for the majority of you, this is something that you've already, for the most part, encountered and worked through, and you're still in it. But here I do see you healing from this and being able to let this go, and I do see renewal happening. This is the Judgment card. There is a renewal of a particular relationship here, as well as a result of being able to forgive and release. I feel like this is going to make a whole lot of room for love and happiness and joy. In fact, I'm getting that for many of you. That's what you've been doing for a while. You've been making space for love with this Nine of Cups. And here we have it's a shell, and there is a pearl in there. So for many of you, I'm getting, there could be a Cancer. For some of you, a Gemini, another Scorpio, an Aries. There was a hard shell. And for many of you, you've been working through that tough shell around you. Or there's a particular person here that's been working through that calcified shell around them that was, so calcified that, well, it took a while to penetrate it and get to that pearl that we have here, which is symbolic of something very special, which I'm seeing as love, healing, renewal, peace, as well as finding something that you didn't expect was within you. There is a child here as well, maybe a child that's 8 years old, okay, or the 8-year mark is very much of significance for others of you too. There's a child here that I'm getting, for whatever reason, I'm seeing them here. Tell me more about this, Holy Spirit. We have the Three of Pentacles. I'm getting that for many of you, you've walked, okay? There's been like a long distance that you've walked. There's something about somebody's leg for some of you. Like either somebody, they hurt their leg. We have the Six of Swords. This is working things out with a particular person. Okay, first and foremost, working things out within yourself, which I feel is really what is going on here. Working through a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. Processing those energies and being in a point in your life, okay, where you're able to release that. For many of you, you have no idea if you have this here. I feel for many of you is saving your life. I do feel like this here is saving your life, guys. And the reason I say that is because like what I'm seeing here is very we could say toxic feelings, emotions, energies that if not released will make you sick. Now again, for many of you, I feel like this has made you, a lot of you, it's making you sick now, or you've been sick for a while. This is, I feel like, the reason. We have the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Nine of Feathers. I'm getting that for many of you, this is something that like really confused you. This was a very, this is or was, I'm getting for the majority of you, I feel like you've already gone through the worst part of it. And at this time you find yourself like truly healing. There's different levels of healing. Healing happens in so many ways. So your body is truly healing it at this time in the sense that it is renewing itself and regenerating itself. So you are at this time, will be very soon regaining your strength. Whereas before, you were healing before as well, but you were in a different stage in healing, which was all about processing certain energies. And I'm getting that for many of you. I mean, or just in general, at that time, that space and time, or that stage in healing is one of the hardest ones, because that's when you're doing all the processing. And that's really where I'm getting for many of you. You got really sick during that time. But you're beyond that. You're still healing, but again, different levels of healing. You're like over here now, where you've already processed, and your body is at this moment renewing itself. Your heart is renewing itself. Your mind as well. I'm getting that for many of you. You can expect a lot more clarity, peace of mind, harmony within yourself, and thus you will be seeing it around you. Let me look into this lovers, because I mean, this is a love reading. 7 of Cups, and then this 9 of Feathers, 9 of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this is heavy confusion. This as well is like thinking the worst. I feel like for many of you, it just got really like right now I'm hearing like claustrophobic in there. There is just like there's just a lot of anxiety, and not being able to really pinpoint exactly like where it's coming from. I do see those energies dissipating. Here we have the Matrix. I'm getting that for many of you. It kind of felt like a Matrix experience. Like this entire situation we have here really pulled you, I feel like, into this other world. I'm getting that for many of you, especially for when you were like really low, okay? I feel like you tapped into a lot of different dimensions, okay? Which is just symbolic of like these different realities. And I feel like that really confused a lot of you with the 7 of Cups and then the 9 of Swords. And specifically, I feel like because those of you that I'm connecting with, there's a lot of past life things that you're working through, as well as things from like your younger years. Like I'm getting like a big child energy. Yeah, you with this Matrix, yeah, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of different kinds of energies, okay? So it's almost as if like a portal opened up here, which was made open to allow you to access all this other old stuff that you had from previous lives, okay? And work through, and you know, to be able to work through those things. But at the same time, you're working through some childhood stuff, and I do feel like some other relationship things. It's like a cluster, 7 of Cups. You were dealing with a lot, okay? I do feel like you need to know. That is why your body took such a tremendous hit. You were working with a multitude of things. It's just incredible. For those of you that I'm connecting with, you're incredibly courageous to have done this and gone on this healing journey. Because for those of you that I'm connecting with, the type of stuff you've been processing put your life in danger because of the heaviness. Yeah, I'm getting for many of you, you got incredibly sick. That is just the vibe that I'm getting from this. But you're out of that with the 6 of Swords. You're going to be able to move on. You're healing at this time. You're healing with the 3 of Pentacles. Everything's going to be working out. It's going to be working out around you Feel like spirit is working with you. Ancestors are there with you. You're very much protected. With this Three of Pentacles, yeah, this is just like a harmonious energy around you. Everything is going to get easier for you. It's already should be getting easier for you. So do look forward to that. And well, with the Six of Swords, this is healing and recovering, guys. Smoothly. It's going to be a smooth ride going forward. I'm getting that for many of you. You might be even traumatized from this experience. Okay, so that in itself, you know, I'm getting, yeah, like post-traumatic stress for some of you. Absolutely, this could be traumatizing. All right, let's continue. Let's look, yeah, whatever you want to share, Holy Spirit. Let's see, whatever it is you want to share with my dear Scorpio. Tell me about love matters specifically, although again, for many of you, I mean, that is significance, that's important. And I do feel like that is, for many of you, connected, okay, to your love relationships. Okay, let's see, Scorpio. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, so this is kind of like what I was just telling you guys about, how I feel like for some of you, it's just this entire experience was like traumatizing. This Nine of Wands is symbolic. It is symbolic of trauma. Absolutely, it is, because the Nine of Wands is representative of the wounded warrior. So it's someone who has been at, you know, in a war. There could be a veteran here. Maybe some of you were in the military. So yeah, this Nine of Wands is the wounded soldier. They've been through a battle. They fought in war, and now they find themselves in the Nine of Wands, done with that war. There's no war going on, but in a sense, the war is the war is over. But this person they're traumatized, and well, because of the experience they've just been through, it's hard for them to relax. But it's over. It's over, okay? Scorpio cross-watcher, it's over. I highly recommend, for those of you that I'm connecting with, to start integrating a spiritual practice into your life, or exercises that are meant to relax you and help you find peace. Breathing exercises, a meditation practice, yoga. We have the King of Wands. There could be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. For many of you, there is a gentleman here with this Nine of Wands who is at this time, you know, a little on the fence. I feel like they're incredibly worried. Feel like they feel like they're under tremendous pressure at this time. And for many of you, this could be the male Scorpio, and for others of you, this is an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, a fire sign. And then for the rest of you, this is like it's just, you know, a masculine energy, regardless of the sign. Yeah, they're uneasy. They're under a tremendous pressure at this time. But, you know, I do feel like, regardless of how stressful their situation is, I'll look into why that is in a bit. I do feel like they still have a very strong fighting spirit, and they're determined to get through, you know, whatever it is that we have here. Now, specifically right now, I'm asking, like, really specifically about your love life. So this could be like an individual that, despite what the both of you have gone through, they still have a very strong desire and motivation within them to try and make, they still have a strong motivation, inclination here to work through whatever we have here. We have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this person wants to, like, I'm getting that they want to help you. For others of you, I feel like they need help. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we have the Daughter of Cups. For many of you, there could be like, there's a child here for a selective few that's connected to this person. Yeah, this person is under, there's an individual here that's under tremendous pressure. They need help. And not only help, but I feel like they are in need of compassion, because the Six of Pentacles is charity. And well, charity, you have, there's compassion there. So that's like what I'm getting. This person is in a position to, you know, to receive compassion, I would say, from you, is wanting, desiring that. And I feel like they're really hoping to, you know, be able to get that sort of support and assistance from you. But because of their situation, you know, I do feel like they're stressed out, because it would require for you to be extremely generous with them. Now, for many of you, again, that generosity is going to take many different forms. It could be your support, your help, your affection, your charity. It's in, yeah, okay. Here we have the Son of Flames, which is, I believe it's the Knight. There's a daughter and a son here for many of you, a daughter and a son. I feel like I feel like this is just touching on somebody's like overall life. There's somebody here that really wants, for many of you, an opportunity to make things right, or to have a positive, equal exchange here with you. But again, I'm dealing with those of you where, you know, I feel like the relationship, I feel like the connection that the both of you have is vulnerable. Wouldn't necessarily say it's weak, because there's nothing weak about the Nine of Wands. Yeah, the person's a bit, they're not in, I wouldn't even say that they're not in their full strength. In fact, I feel like they are. The Nine of Wands is a person in their full strength. Despite them, you know, having, like right now I'm picturing the Nine of Wands in the Rider-Waite Tarot. If you can envision this, there's a person that is like leaning on a long stick. And, you know, they have bandages on their head. So, you know, they're beat up. But they're definitely standing in their strength, because they're still standing. So it's not that the relationship is weak. In fact, I feel like the Nine of Wands, I feel like, proves or says that the relationship, in fact, is incredibly strong, because it's still standing and it still has not fallen apart. Now, what I mean by that is that there is still something that to hold on to here. And that's what I see here, guys. Someone really wanting an opportunity, a new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles. But I do feel like that is going to require compassion, generosity from perhaps you, my dear Scorpio. And here we have this Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person really, with this Nine of Cups, is really, really hoping that you are open to receiving what it is that they have to share with you. with this daughter of cups and then this son of cups. This is the page of cups and the knight of wands. I feel like this person is wanting to express themselves emotionally. They find themselves in a place where they have some very soft and tender feelings towards you, the situation, the circumstances, and I feel like they understand that this connection, this relationship needs a lot at this time. And I feel like they're willing to do that. Yeah, they know. With the Six of Pentacles, I feel like they also know that it's gonna require. I will not even say a lot, because the Six of Pentacles is not a lot. And I also feel like even if it was a lot, it doesn't feel like a lot to this person, because of, you know, just because of the place where they find themselves in their heart and energetically. It's just something that it just comes naturally, we could say. This is an individual that it really has a strong desire to try to work on this connection, this relationship, and they're willing to put the time, the effort, and whatever, you know, it takes. And I feel like they're wanting to like dive in. Do you see there's water there? And they're really, really, really hoping that this is something that is possible. Okay. All right. So let's just get one more card to close the reading, Holy Spirit. We have the Six of Wands. Wow. The Six of Wands, guys. This is, wow. And here we have two people. Do you see that there's two people who are hugging one another? Guys, this is, I see, you know, everything I just said went through that this individual, you, my dear Scorpio, this could very well be you, is hoping for. This is the masculine energy for many of you. I do see, and for others of you, this is what you're desiring and really hoping for. I do see that happening with the Six of Wands. I see two people who are just embracing one another, who are incredibly happy. And that red, you know, I feel like this is a situation, guys, that is really going to be stable, because I'm thinking about the root chakra. So this is a connection, a relationship, which is one really strong and rooted and grounded. And for many of you, I feel like perhaps this is all the relationship needed. And like right now, I'm getting a visual of that Nine of Wands, that wounded warrior that's standing there. And that, I'm telling you, that Nine of Wands, I mean, there's nothing weak about that person at all. They're standing stern too. They're just there. If you could think about it, they're very well rooted into the ground. So for many of you, I feel like whatever it is that this person has been through, whatever it is that you have been through, as my dear Scorpio, I feel like it really impacted you, impacted them. This situation, these circumstances, again, whatever you guys have been through, it really is making this Six of Wands possible, which is representative of victory, success. For many of you, this is overcoming tremendous, tremendous challenges, guys. Tremendous challenges, overcoming great odds. And again, I do feel like that's made the both of you stronger. I feel like you have a new, or I would say two people have a strong identity now, knowing they really know who they are, where they've been, and where they're going. That's incredibly important. I see a relationship, a connection just really improving. I see a relationship improving and being a success. And that is really going to bring a lot of happiness and joy with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Wands. This is look, there's a couple there hugging. This is a couple, two people finding great joy, love in one another, and this is success in a relationship, a union. Beautiful energy. Wow, that's wonderful, guys. That's a beautiful way to end your reading. Let's get an oracle card now, my dear Scorpio. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to votrevoyagetarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. Okay, let's see. Scorpio, what do we have for you? This is the the self-love oracle. Scorpio. Closing message for my dear Scorpio. Your energy this time, guys, is very grounded. As a matter of fact, like, I feel very grounded and rooted at this time. I do feel some pain back here, which just tells me that it's like, again, I'm keep getting a visual of that Nine of Wands, which says for many of you, what you need to know is that the toughest, the hardest part is over. I'm hearing all you have to do now is just relax, breathe. It's kind of like getting over the shock of everything, and just breathing and looking around and saying, and you know, and yeah, saying like, I made it, like it's over. Like it's over. Yeah, it is that those hard times, okay, they're over. You can already at this moment start looking forward to things improving. We have love your shadow. Love your shadow. It says, we are perfectly imperfect. Accept and love yourself as you are, and do the same with others. Focus your efforts on your own mastery. Wow. So for many of you, I mean, this is a situation. Absolutely. I mean, look at everything that we saw in the beginning. I mean, it goes with, and number 15 is the devil. There's number 15 here, and that is number 15 is the devil in the tarot. And that was brought to my attention for a reason. So that devil is representative of bondage. It's like something that it was so hard to shake off. Certainly, again, for many of you, negative behavior patterns, shadow. And again, it's sickness for many of you. I'm getting as well, like this stuff really made you sick. And here we have this solar plexus that is really being illuminated, which is just like, it's like a bright light. So again, this was a very illuminating experience. I do see you regaining your power, your energy, your self-confidence. The solar plexus has to do with your identity, and I was touching on that a little bit with the Six of Wands. That's just like the vibe that I'm getting, where this entire experience really helped you connect with yourself, and you did it through connecting with your shadow. And again, guys, I'm just really getting this. For many of you, you are incredibly courageous. Your soul, okay, is incredibly courageous to have come into this world and do this type of work, because it's not easy. Again, for many of you, it put your life, it puts you at grave risk here of, even for many of you, dying. We are perfectly imperfect. So I'm getting that for many of you. Again, this is like an experience that really helped you love yourself, see yourself from a different perspective, a higher perspective, and as well as being able to see those around you through that same lens, that same higher perspective. Accept and love yourself. So this, okay, was really meant to help you find self-acceptance and to accept others as well, knowing that everybody makes mistakes, that no one in this world is perfect. And, you know, what better way to find that out than to, you know, seeing all the things that weren't perfect, you know, within you. A lot of love, self-love, unconditional love. For many of you, you were learning that. You were learning, okay, this experience gave you unconditional love for yourself, and thus you're able to love another unconditionally. And do the same with others. Love your shadow. This is what I have for you, my dear Scorpio. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.